Welcome back to Timberborn and our fortitude playthrough. I also think I was saying that. Anyway, we obviously have not had the first badwater hit. If you remember, if you've been watching, and thank you very much for watching. It's so appreciated. And I know these things take time. Timberborn is not it's not a fast game, and I don't forget I am doing this on the hard. So you know we have to spend a bit more time doing other things. Sorry, I was just about to turn my sound down. I've changed my inner ear to over the top ears, so I tried to readjust and get everything right. But anyway, without further ado, so we've got this ready for when it's going to hit. It should have hit by now, I would have thought, but apparently not. So that's good. Let's just get it on slow. Let's get going. And we've still got our, system up here, our local system, if you like, to get, to change from logs to planks and other things. I don't want to rip that down yet. That's still going to be going, but I want to eventually concentrate. Sorry for moving around quite a lot, but I want to concentrate on this section here. Now the only trouble is it's got that little ledge, but I'll have to move a bit further down. We've not got what we haven't got up here, which I can't yet. What I haven't got is a. Where is it now? I always get this mixed up. I think it's in landscaping. Yeah, it's in landscape. I always get this. We haven't got explosives or anything like that. Now I've only got 300 in science points, so obviously I'm going to need a bit more than that. And now I'm still getting a lot more beavers. I've still got that contaminated one that we had for a while. That one will eventually pass away. So I don't want to go too far with this, but I don't want to go not too far. And if you remember with these, if I've got enough workers doing nothing, they will start filling the berries up. Now we've got enough berries. The berries will start to come back eventually. We've got a few here, but I don't think they can actually get them. I'm not too much worried about that single one. So I've got to really look now about this power. We've got the compact on, but what I want to do, and it's funny, I've been playing the planes. If you've not seen that, and that comes out on a Saturday, the planes playthrough. It's the tutorial one if you've not seen that before. And I did do a mechanical fluid dump. Now that would be quite nice. Although if you can see here, it can only go to that height at this precise moment because obviously it will leak. So I'd need to get some sort of in the landscaping where we get dirt excavated. But you can see that it's massively expensive. But that would give us some water retention. Bearing in mind that I've got to now start getting some water, a hell of a lot of water in this playthrough, so we don't actually die, because then that'll be the end of the playthrough, and well, that'll suck really, wouldn't it? So we've got that to do. So there's a hell of a lot in this playthrough that I've got to look at. Now, like I said, I can't get the power. Well, I can get the power. I'll shut up and just get on with it. We can somewhere. Oh no, this has to be on. Oh, I've got it here. I think it has to be on the 2. I'll just place this. Obviously, I can't. I won't be able to build it for obvious reasons. But it sort of makes sense in this because. No, I'm too far over. I want to show. Oh, that's changed. We had a little update recently with Timberborn. That little getting rid of the dirt or getting rid of something just changed. Unless it's my ears. Like I said, I've changed the. Oh, come on, Piggy, where the hell it is? It's going to be one of these days. My brain's. I've left my brain at home. Right, that's better. Well, I am at home, but you know. Yeah, so if you can see that now, it needs to be lifted up. It won't work. So we could potentially get a few of these in here. That would boost an enormous amount of power. As you can see, it's 270 power that it's going to give me. I'll get rid of this because they shouldn't build it because they can't get down there. But yeah, so I think that's something we need to definitely need to look at. But would it be beneficial to get the explosive first? But the problem is this: I do have enough beavers, but obviously I'm using them all for. We ain't got a lot of food though. That's the problem. Food and everything is pretty low at the moment. And obviously, died of old age, you know, and that's another thing. I need to get this up to about 5. Because if I don't get this up to 5, I won't get the boost of speed, I won't get the boost of well-being. So that's another thing. Things like coffee and things. I'm not done that yet on this playthrough. The only maybe the one that might be beneficial would be the campfire. Let's go to well-being, because the campfire is free. So that might be a one to try and boost up. I'm trying to get it, like I said, above the. I'll just do this for now. We'll do that really fast, and let's see how much boosting that gives me. Oh, now I've got hiccups. Typical, isn't it? I'm not too sure whether it'll give me a 2. Obviously, I can build more shelter. That's not too bad of an idea. Now, I did produce this here. We've got wood still coming in perfectly fine. That's another thing. And don't forget that I started to change some of this, which I'm going to go plant trees again, to be oaks. That's what the idea is. I'm going to change to oaks slowly but surely on this to, you know, because oaks give me 8, where that only gives me a cut, but obviously they take a cycle, or, you know, 30 days if you like. We have got one in there now, because we've just got a you know, thing back. Now that's gone back down to 2. Hopefully it'll change. It's only given me a +4. Damn, that's not really what I wanted. There we go. Now we're in. Now we're, like I said, I knew this was going to happen sooner or later. It was on the cards to be done. Yeah, all this sounds a bit weird, different compared to what I'm used to. Desperately need to get more water coming. We've got so many days for the bad water. Now, obviously, I have to block this and blow up that or delete that. Well, I can just, like, you know, delete like this, you know, so it'll delete it. And then, obviously, I'm going to have to rebuild that back again in so many days, because I don't want that to... I certainly do not want that to scupper me plans here. I'm quite willing to... Could I do that a bit higher? Possibly. I need some more... The problem is I need some more way of getting water quicker. And obviously I didn't do it from this. This is why I wanted to blow this down as well, but I can't really do much. The only alternative would be to build out on here. Probably I'll have to do it there. And Maybe that's an idea. How many... Got a lot of planks. That's only going to give me a 1 though. Is that really enough? Possibly not, but... I suppose it's better than nothing, as we always say. Something's better than nothing. But they just don't seem to be... The problem is, they just don't seem to be getting enough water. Can I do that one? Yeah, I'll do this one as well. It's only going to be down, but it's something is better than nothing. I'm only at 500, you see, and I've got... I mean, that's better than what I had before, but still not very good. I've got 2 days left. This is why I've got to try and get this going as fast as I can. Oh, see, we got... Yeah, you see, we've died again. I'm still doing planks, which I probably don't need to be honest. Yeah, because I've only got room for 40 of them. So let's do another storage. We're going to need them eventually anyway, but I don't want to do a massive storage for obvious reasons yet. That'll do. Then we'll be able to build this, and obviously they'll then carry on with doing what they're doing. Once we get the bad water, I won't be able to... Well, I'll be able to get water from here. This is the thing. Now, I'll have to stop this one to prevent it from actually taking water from here, apart from them, this one. Let's... I just don't think I've got the... the beavers to actually be able to do that, though. That's the problem. We're alright with food-ish. Let's get an oak in there. We can get oak in there. He's doing that. I'll put the oak in there. I don't know whether he's doing an oak or not, but we'll see. I've still got nowhere near getting this one. Now we are increasing quite substantially. I'll tell you what I might do. I might just turn this off, because I can still run this. And I'll turn that off. So I'm turning everything off. These will start running, I think. Yeah, see, I've got a couple running. But now I've got this water running as well. So I'll have to turn this one off here when we get the bad water. Now I've got one down. Got to keep an eye on this bad water. I'm going to build a couple of lumberjacks. Well, I'm going to build one there, and I'm going to build one there. The reason why is they can get into here. I wanted to get this before the bad water hit, because it will kill all these. But I still should hopefully get more back again. I mean, I could replant this myself if I really wanted to do it with a forester. Again, the problem is see, I've gone down. I was 28. It's very difficult to keep this going. So I've lost 4. Died. That's 3 plus that one. That's 4. I'm going to take off another one. I've got to be really careful here. Now, I am getting water coming in, so that's... I'm trying to get as much water in as I can. Now we started this one. Ooh, I tell you, this stresses you out, this game, sometimes. I've not got that for cutting, have I? Nothing in range. Cut trees, mark for cutting. Don't think they can get down to get that one. I would have to put a ladder, I think. I think this one's pretty safe. But that's fine. That's all gone now anyway. That's all gone. That, I think, is all gone. Might as well get rid of all this for cutting when there's no cutting, is there? Could have done that one as well. Now, oh! Get him up there. Come on. Right, that's it. I've stopped that. I'm going to blow this up. Now I know now it's going to obviously put the water down there, but it's only got point such and such. So there we go. Right then, I need to send this up to full. I need to turn this one off because I don't know 9 days. I've got 700. I think that'll be okay. There we go. The bad waters. Now, obviously, it doesn't like this, but it still should cut them down and not have to worry. As long as I protect this area. I've run out a bit of water here. This will go obviously empty. I should have overflowed it, to be honest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this lot. We need to... Do I want these to be back on? I'm losing a lot of children. That's the problem. That one. Let's put them back on. And obviously I'll enable the water, gathering the water when I need to gather the water. I don't want to gather it from here because otherwise it's going to be a bit of an issue. And then obviously I'm going to have to rebuild this again. Which probably means I'm going to have to do a ladder to get down there. Because I've done that here. But I don't want to do it yet, for obvious reasons, because our beaver... Oh, the contaminated beaver must have died, unfortunately. I need to protect this. Obviously, we are getting more... cancel that. We'll need that anymore. Not that it's going to do anything, but still. Right then. What do we concentrate on? I'm also trying to get science points in this play to get... am I building anything? Not really at the moment. I'm going to go down to 2. I'm trying to get as much science points. I've got 9 days, or 8 days now, to get as much science points. I don't need any more planks. I don't need any more... Like I said, I've got no... I want that. That's 200. Well, we're okay with that. That's fine. No problem with that. I've already got the... You know, this done, so that's good. We also need landscaping, so I need this. I want the explosive, so that's going to cost me 400, which I've got now, but the 200 for the other one, so that's 600. Then we've got an... It's massively expensive on this. It's more expensive than the actually explosive. And then obviously it ranks up. But I just want to top this off and get rid of it and flatten it down. Because it'll be better when I want to build a thing. So that's another thing that I've got to do. But I've also then... got to get the bad water. So that's 250. So as you can see, yeah, this is what the mechanical. If I'm going to build these from here, for an example, like I said, I can stretch one out to get. I'll just have to get it in there, chain it in, put it on the, say, here, for an example. Get some explosives to blast down there, and that'll suck that water out into here. And that'll irrigate quite a lot more of that. So that's another thing that I've got to keep an eye on. Like I said, I'm not taking that much water. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I could take some water out. When it gets to about 600, I'll start to think about doing some more. Now, I've got a lot of seem to be, and obviously I have got to get different food, but I just don't have the place at the moment to be able to get the food to be able to do anything. Now, I did say that I wanted to do this as well. We are actually, to be honest with you, it looks as if both of them are actually doing what I need them to do. So they are actually filling this out. So that's another of getting. I got the barracks. I'm still only on blooming 3. Cannoli's full. Wet, obviously, they can't really do that at the moment. That was a bit of a problem here. Am I in... Oh, hell. Oh, no, that's fine. I thought, oh, God, what am I doing? But no, because I'm not giving the bad water down there, am I? Ooh. I nearly stressed myself there. We are obviously cutting this down, which is good. I'll push this in a bit further. Don't know how far I can get this in, actually. I can't, because that needs to be picked up. I've got no storage. Alright, no, I am lying. Yeah, I've got storage there, but it's a bit far away, though. Let's think about doing a large storage here. I think that one give me logs. Get that built. The advantage of that is then they're not going too far, and I've got some logs sat there. I've got 300, so I'm not doing too bad. I will not do the meme. I refuse to do the meme, even though I keep doing it. The trouble is I can't do my favourite one. Because potatoes! Because it's not folktales, so I can't do it in it. Can I get... I suppose I want to get down to there. Because this is some decent logs, isn't it? And also up there. There's not a lot there, but there is quite a bit down here. What would be best? I'm trying to think. I think a ladder's cheaper. But... did I send that to cutting though? Yes, I did. Obviously, I've got to send this for cutting. I might as well do it now because I'll tell you, I guarantee I'll forget. And I'm thinking, why the hell are they not doing what they're supposed to be doing? Because it's free logs, really. I mean, if you think about it, because they're already dead, a lot of them. Apart from these are not, but they're going to be dying soon anyway. These are not obviously cut down yet, so... But I need to get over there. Get this ladder done. And once I've got the ladder done, they'll do that. So that's good. I'm on 500. I'm gonna turn on this and this for water. I've got 6 days, which meant I used 100 for 2 days. I think there's enough in. Obviously, these are taken. I'm getting better. I've got 500. It's all about keeping everything. We may get close to running out within that 6 days. But the explosive ones is really important. But the trouble is, it also needs power. Now that's the issue here. Isn't the actual that itself? It's the power that it's going to cost me to run. Don't particularly want to run it up there. Now this isn't expensive. This is about 50. I think it's about 50, wasn't it? We got the wheel. Yeah, see, about 50. But it does give me quite a lot of potential. I'll have to turn that this way for an example. And I'm just going to pause it. I don't want to build it. I want to make sure that we can go back to landscaping. I think that's a weird place for it, but still. I think that'll work. Because we've got the little nobule that comes out. Yeah, so you can see them three. That would be placed there. The slight issue is I'm going to have to build some platforms for the badwater. So that doesn't cost me anything, you know, theoretically. Unless I can get it on here. I don't think that'll work because, well, it doesn't have a thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean doesn't work. But the trouble is, obviously the waterway is not done, so it's almost there and nothing. Somehow I paused again. Sorry about that. I don't know why I did that. You know, that's important to keep going this 9 days. This will get me thousands of douchebags. I've got so many unemployed actually. If I've got so many unemployed, I'm going to do that. And the only advantage is they're filling that up, but that's really important to have. So I might as well get more science points. I can take these down and get the logs back. I'll get 9 for the 12. So in other words, it costs me 12, and I'll get 9 back. The first thing to build on here will be a walkway. Because I can't get over there unless I build that there. Can I build this as a levee and then I can get to there? Probably then. I'll do that one. And I'll pause that one. That means I don't have to, I can get to this edge one. I'll pause it. But we'll get close to building it and then I'll unpause it because we don't want to lose it. We want to get as much water. I mean, we're not doing too bad with water. I'm almost to this level and we've got 4 days left, so that's not too bad. And obviously the worst scenario, I could enable that one, but I don't want to enable that one. That's why I cut this off to full. So I didn't take any water out of this section at all. Because obviously I want to keep my food going. Because the food does not seem to be doing that much at all. Now I've got another science one going. That's 2. The more science I have going, the better it's going to be at this stage. It's so important to get this going because I need all the science to be able to do anything. That's now being built, so as you can see here, they're not actually going... He's going straight to there and coming back again, so that's brilliant, because that means he's not having to walk there. Or anything. Right. I've got the 400 for that. I've got the planks, I've got the gears, I've got the thing. Yeah, let's... But I don't have... I won't still have the dynamite, so I can't really build that. So I need 1,000 points for these 2. I think these are the most important 2. Then I'm gonna need... If I don't get... Then I'm gonna need the badwater. So that's 1,250. So I need 1,250 in this playthrough, in this up to this badwater. Because obviously I'm not using all this. I could probably speed this up a little bit, actually. Let's go and speed things up a bit. That one's not being used, but it doesn't matter. I could actually pause this, and then it would be used. Because I'm not building anything at this precise moment. We're down to our, as you can see now, down to our next level. I've still got 500. I'm still kicking over to the 500. I know that if I get to a couple of days and I've got the 500, I don't have to worry. In fact, I don't probably have to worry now because I think we're only using about 150 anyway. So that's not too bad. Right, so we got this in. I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to build it, if you get what I mean. I'm trying to get them to... Because they'll walk over there. Will they actually walk? Well, they might not walk. I don't need this now. God, that sounds really weird with these different headphones. It sounds really... You know, it's really bassy. I think I'll be able to get that now. Right, come on. You've got the logs there. Oh! I think I... Yes, you idiot. Right, now they'll do it. I did the cadence and have turned off the actual building, didn't I? Let's... Right, carry on. Right, that's 2 left. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to do any more than that. I could do 1, but if they're picking up in 2, they'll build it. And I don't want them to build it. Go back down to thingy again. That's our 900. I'm still kicking on the 500. That's not too bad in 2 days. I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to allow them to keep going. I don't want to turn them off. How much water we got left? Oh, we're just under half, so that's not too bad. I really could do with some more of these. The trouble is again, you only get 2 in here, but in the folktales you get 3. I'm now getting a lot more children, so that's good. I'm going to pause. Again, I've got to be careful because of food. So I don't want to do any more because I've got 28. I've got around where I want, but I've got 14 children that's coming. We will lose some, obviously. That'll keep the water in. Obviously, we've got that there. And I still got a damn thing. Still can't get any more into that. Shelter. I need more shelter. I've got 500. Can I get... Right, that's enough there. We'll build that. Probably because I don't have actually to build it. So we will build it. Desperate. It's trying to get to this number 5. And I'm going to blooming 2. Why have I only got 1? And why is it only going down? Hunger. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. We've got enough food there. We've still got 1,000 in the berries. The berries are going to help here. I'm going to pause them then, because there's no point having them going, because there's nothing here. I suppose I could do that, but then... well, let's do it. It's not going to harm, is it? That's almost getting built. .1. I've got almost 1.2. Ooh, I'll tell you something. I might actually do it in this, but by adding this extra here, So that's going. I've got blooming 4. So that's not bad. Still got no wet fur, but they are not doing anything though either. So they're not really contributing anything. Probably what I should have done. I'm saying, could I got the wet fur down there? And probably not. Right, I've hit the 1.2. That's good. Let's have that going. Pause. Let's have this built first. I know it's a pain because I'll have to run one or the other, but once I've got this running, I'll be perfectly fine. I'll have no problems. We're almost out, but we have enough. You know, we're reduced. Here we go. There we go. Let's enable that again. Let's wait. Let's wait. Because I need the bad water flushed out. That's why I did it here. Is that done? Yes, that's done. Let's just go back to there. Take this down. And put this back. Put this as important. No, don't do that. I've got the builders now. Yes, I have got builders. Right. I'm just waiting for all this to start flooding again. I'll keep this high because I need this to be watered because obviously the trees at the back. And I'll put these... that one obviously won't do anything because it's got no water in it, but still. And I don't want to enable that one yet. I suppose I could do, but... is water coming in now? I think it is. It's going to rise in a minute anyway. Let's go to 2. That will obviously start to get built. That's a bit of an issue. I've got to do all them, but I don't think I've got much of a choice to be able to get... let's have a look first. Oh, I could have pressed the delete thing, couldn't I? Anyway, that's 250. I can get one in there. I can get... can't really get one in there because I can't get a path round. So I need one, I think, here. That's not bad. And then we've obviously got that. That's going to cost me 10 gears. So I've got the gears. Going to cost me logs. Got the logs. Oh, it's going to cost me metal. Oh, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? I didn't think they cost me metal in the other one. Oh, that's a pain in the bum. Metal blocks. I'll need the smelter to be able to get this. Oh, we should have known that, shouldn't I? Damn. Well, this is a bit of an issue because that's got metal blocks as well. So the only place that I can get the metal blocks is here, because that's where the thing is. Now, obviously, I've slightly... I'm going to need the ladder. I've got no choice. So that's going to come down there. Where else do I want the ladder? I'll put the ladder here. The problem is that it costs quite a lot for a ladder, but then we'll do that. The option would be to go straight up there then, I think. Well, this is going to severely use my plank system up. Well, that's a pain. Then we'll... I think, to be honest with it, it's the closest, isn't it? There's that one there. But I've still got to get over there. Right, that's going to be severely cost cash. So, I'm going to have to put this back on. I got 31. I should be fine. How are we doing? We're getting there. The waters are rising. It's still going through here, obviously. Oh no, it's not. It's stopped now. So it should be coming through here now. Yeah, so we're rising, as we can see here. It's just taking its time. I've got all of them pumping. Come on, guys. Go over to that. That's it. That's what I want you to do. I want you to fill this little divot here. And then we're on the ball, so to speak. As you can see, it's because we're in normal, in hard mode. It's very, very slow, but once you get going, I'm at 500 already, so I'm doing quite well. I'm already back to my pre thingy rate. I'm going to take these off because they're not... Well, I'm not really... I should just leave them. Oh, yeah, I just should leave them really, shouldn't I? Because they're not going to be any harm. That needs power. That's got power. That's building to a certain degree. That can be pushed on as well. Have I got enough to run? Yeah, I've got enough to run. Not enough yet to run this though. But I'll put it on nonetheless because it'll help with this. Oak is at 60%. I'll be converting all these to an oak eventually. Plant trees. Do I want... No, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is plant trees clear. I'm going to do a couple here. So the next time that it plants, it won't plant anything, and then I'll plant the oaks into there. So it'll take us a bit of time to get all oaks, but it'll be worth the log system. Now that's a bit of a pain. I didn't realise that that was severely hampered my thoughts here. Maybe some of that won't get enough water in, but... Yeah, we're going to be massively hampered with this. Have I got any more? No, I don't have any more. Like I said, all I care about is getting more water in. It's having the places to put the damn thing, which is another bone of contention, but I think the rest of it should be somewhere up here, where it's close enough that I don't have to move. Now I do obviously I could have haulers, but I don't have any. Do they have a haulers in here? It used to be in here. Oh no, it'd be in the district, won't it? So we've got a district centre, but I don't think anybody ever uses a district centre anymore. We've got a hauling post and we've got a builders. So that's the hauling post, which you can set these to haul in. That way they can just pump and they don't have to go far. That's why I've set these to here. So they only have to come down here. Could you get another one in there? But the trouble is, I put another one in here, I wouldn't be able to go around here. Although I suppose it's not too much of a problem. Now, I suppose I could go up here as well, but then again, that's another issue. That's annoying, because that cost me 50 for nothing at the moment. But it's not too bad. I still, there's no place for planks. I still need a few more planks. Let's get a little storage. Let's get 2. I'm going to need a lot of planks to get this running anyway, aren't I? So that's going to give me an extra... we got 80 so far. That'll give me another... I think it's, what's it, 40 or so. Oh, it's only 20, so it's not too bad. I'll tell you what I would like, though. I think they go into the little storage here. No, that's not. I just want a little one. I want a yicker one. I'll set them for gears. And the reason why is because we need the gears and everything for this, for these. And these are... I need to add more water. I need to add more facility. I need to keep going, increasing the water storage. I've got this, obviously, but this won't last 30 days. I'm going to struggle. We could be wiped out if I don't get more storage coming in. But the problem being is I can't get the water. The only alternative, obviously, is to start building, building outwards and using this as to get the water, and build some more of these on here and some more of these. Damn, I tell you, it's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. This isn't full yet, that's the problem. Is there another... I mean, could I expand even more? Probably. I'd have to build out here and build this up. Might be worth it just for now. Let's build down. Remember, I'm trying to hold as much water as I can for a short period of time, just to keep going, just until something like this is built. And because what I do is also use it as a reservoir. That's a massive amount of water, and this is even better. So, I mean, I could put another couple in there. That might be worth it. I know they're taking water, but at least it gets me even more water. I think I have to go to 3. That's fine, get to 3. Ah, there we go. Plant trays, plant oaks. That's an oak. That's the only one I can do at the moment, and that's fine. Have I got any more? You can see why this is... In this early stage, you're always what I call robbing Peter to pay Paul, of getting things around. It would be nice to cut off this badwater here and have the dam this way, which I have to double it, because then I could have the water coming out here and then have that as a... It just trying to keep going and keep going. It's a lot to build, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. Obviously that ladder's going to be in the way, but still. I mean, well, instead of doing it there, will it be best to do it off here? And then have all of this as the water? Yeah, that might be a better idea. That way I don't... And then just, like, say, I'll line it up from... Take this line and go down there. I don't know yet. I've got to make a decision. The only decision I'm worried about is the water. That's the only thing that I'm worried about in this playthrough so far. Because if it doesn't work... I'll just take it all. Take it all. Let's get 4 on a jump. They can take that down. I've got 36. I've got to keep an eye on that. That's 2. In fact, actually, I should be pausing these 2 as well. I don't want any more than that at the moment, because they're eating all my blooming food. I don't have the place to do the food. We're not doing too bad. That's 1,000. I'm quite happy with that. Water. Deep water. It's not really a... I know I'm sort of putting these back again, but I'd rather have... That's fine. I'd rather be taken from there than taken from nowhere. I'll put that as a priority workforce as well. I'm gonna need... Because I've got almost full water now. Now, I was thinking about cutting this off, as you can see where it goes. It does mean I'm going to use some more planks, but it's more of a direct line, isn't it? That way I could store a hell of a lot more water up here and not have to worry too much. I could get some in there. Oh, bad water's approaching. When's that? 3 days. Right, this is the most important thing then. That's blocked. Let's get this built. Sorry, I just have to pause because otherwise I'll get... where are you? Oh, level. Get on with it. Put this down to... In fact, I'll just pause this one. It's the only one that I care about getting started. I've got 3 days. I got 3 days, but obviously I don't want to do it yet. I'll put these down to... They will take... See, now you see it. Now they're going to... That's why I built that storage there. Once I've got this close, then I'll pause. I can get to another... Oh, come on. Right, that'll do. I'm not too much worried about... Obviously, I'll have to blow that as well. Again, like normal. We probably won't get it to it in this playthrough, but... Right, now I'll concentrate on getting these done. Bear in mind, I'm trying to get as much water as I want. That means I'm going to... I've got 40 gears. I'm going to enable that as well. I'm going to put this down to 2 to get this going. Because I'm going to not have enough gears, am I? Water, storage. Get the right one. Medium at 2020. Right. That can go to there. That can come off. That can come off. I'm not going to build this. I'm just going to concentrate on this getting built and this getting built. That'll give me another 600. Obviously, it's not going to... The problem is now I've got no storage whatsoever. So I can't... I've got as much as I can get. That's why I need to get this built as a priority. Oh, I did 23 hours. That was my bad. That was... I did that wrong. Still only got... The food's okay. The campfire's bleh. Can you do a roof terrace on the... what could you do with a roof terrace then? That would give me the roof terrace. So it would be a hell of a walk, like. That would... Yes, that would as well. It would give me something extra. I'd have to do a ladder up to that. How are we doing with this nightmare? Are we getting there? I'll put this on lower. Because I want the gears, I want the things, I want this bit. Right, got one. That's going to push me up to another 1,500. That's, oh, yeah, 1,500, I should say. Demolish. Take that down. I'll be able to get another one on here. It's close enough to this water, and it's close enough to this water. Although I could empty this one and put it in here if I really want to. Then they would, you know, they would do it. But I'm not doing that at the moment. You see now they've got so much. It's got to 1,300. That's good. As long as I do not have a 30-day drought, a 30-day bad water. Otherwise, I'm absolutely going to be struggling. I'd have to turn... Well, these are all turned off anyway, but... Right, I've got this... I don't think I'm going to do that, though. It's going to cost an enormous amount of things to do. Obviously, then I'll have to get... I'd have to move these. I'll get 2 more to come down here. But I think that's... If I, you know, make this here... I don't think I can put... I can't put 2 on there, though. So I'm going to have to sort of put them round here. I don't want to get rid of them. It's not that it's doing anything that much, though, I suppose. We are on the hour. So it looks like we won't get to the bad water. But you can see what's going. I'm obviously getting a lot more water. Because that's what I need to hold. The more water I hold, the less I have to worry about the beavers running out. So I've got to keep increasing that, which means I've got to keep increasing this, which means I've got to keep an eye on this wood. The wood's the most important. Obviously, we're getting this. Now, this is... Again, they're getting to 19. Once this gets to full, what I'll do is I'll put some up here. They ain't going to get to full... It's going to take a couple of cycles because obviously they've stopped. And we know bad water's coming in. I think the longest bad was a 30-day. That's the one I'm worried about. Now, obviously, I've increased. I might be able to get a bit more. Remember, I'll be able to get a bit more out of this. I'm going to have to turn this off. But anyway, don't forget, we will see you in the next. Don't forget to check out pixtv.com for all the latest videos. So we will see you in the next flare where we start expanding. You can see my idea. I'm just trying to hold more water to be able to get more stuff and then I'll expand everything out from that. Anyway, take care. We will see you in the next flare. Bye for now.